Today's top stories, Friday, January 31st. President Marcos lauds the strengthened ties between the Philippines and the United Nations. President Marcos thanked the outgoing United Nations resident coordinator and humanitarian coordinator to the Philippines, Gustavo Gonzalez, for his contributions to strengthening relations between the Philippines and the UN. Marcos said this as he met Gonzalez for a farewell ceremony in Malacañang on Friday morning, January 31st. In his remarks, the president expressed his gratitude to the UN official for helping boost the UN's ties with the Philippines. In the interest of time, Quimbo says the urgency to pass the budget spares the corrected bicam report from Congress ratification. The urgency to enact the national budget on time justifies not having lawmakers ratify corrections to the bicam report just before the budget measure gets signed by the president. Marikina City 2nd District Representative Stella Quimbos made this argument as she continued to defend the 6.352 trillion pesos 2025 General Appropriations Act from claims of irregularities, specifically the allegations on a blank budget or blank appropriations. Quimbo, the Acting House Committee on Appropriations chairperson, noted that the consequence of not passing the national budget on time is having a reenacted budget. She said, "This is problematic." The Department of Information and Communications Technology will assist Comelec in combating deepfakes and disinformation in the 2025 polls. Secretary Ivan John Uy said, "The Department of Information and Communications Technology will assist the Commission on Elections in countering deepfakes and disinformation in the upcoming elections." Uy said Comelec sought the DICT's help in strengthening detection mechanisms against digital threats that could undermine the integrity of the electoral process. The Department of Transportation says the replacement of old PUVs to start once the 2-year route rationalization is complete. An official of the Department of Transportation said, "The rationalization of routes, which is the second phase of the public transport modernization program, will be completed in the next 2 years. And once the route rationalization is finalized, DOTr Undersecretary Jesus Ferdinand Ortega said they would proceed with the next phase of the modernization program, which is to replace dilapidated traditional jeepneys with modernized units." Ortega explained that the shift to the second phase of the program was brought by the increase in the number of consolidated operators and drivers of public utility vehicles. Cloudy skies and rain are expected in Northern and Central Luzon as the amihan persists, according to PAGASA. According to the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, the northeast monsoon, locally known as amihan, will continue to dominate weather conditions in Northern and Central Luzon on Friday, January 30th, bringing cloudy skies and scattered rains. In its forecast, PAGASA said that the northeast monsoon will affect Northern and Central Luzon. The northeast monsoon will also bring partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rains in Metro Manila, Rizal, Ilocos region, and the rest of Central Luzon. The fuel price outlook for early February shows gasoline prices rising and diesel prices falling. Motorists face a mixed fuel price adjustment in the first week of February, as gasoline is projected to increase while diesel and kerosene are forecast to decrease. Based on the 4-day trading means of Platts Singapore and the effects of the Lunar New Year festivities, gasoline may increase by between 40 centavos and 70 centavos, while diesel may see a 1 peso 10 centavos to 1 peso 60 centavos reduction. Marco Rubio says Donald Trump's interest in Greenland and the Panama Canal is legitimate and driven by concerns about China. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says President Donald Trump's desire to acquire Greenland and retake control of the Panama Canal is driven by legitimate national security interests stemming from growing concerns about Chinese activity and influence in the Arctic and in Latin America. Ahead of a trip to Central America that will start in Panama this weekend, Rubio said Thursday that he could not predict if Trump would succeed in buying Greenland from Denmark or restoring American authority over the Panama Canal while he is in office. But he said the attention that Trump will give to both would have an impact. Maroon 5 tells their Pinoy fans that "you are the best singers." American pop rock band Maroon 5 delivered a spectacular performance in the Philippines as they kicked off the first leg of their Asia tour at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City on January 29th. Maroon 5's fourth visit to the Philippines was presented by Live Nation Philippines and co-presented by the Philippine Department of Tourism and the Tourism Promotions Board. Before the Grammy Award-winning band hit stage, performances from American alternative rock band Culture Wars and DJ Mailbox set the mood for the audience. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media.